when I was 17, I was right here on this bridge, but down there at the end, and I got hit by a car, and I had a severe traumatic brain injury. And at that point in my life, I was really, it wasn't the first one, and it wasn't the last one, but it was the most traumatic one. And I just never, never really processed it. I just, I'm so grateful that instead of having to hide it, it turned out to be one of my greatest strengths. Crazy how certain things gotta break open so you can understand how they was put together in the first place, and then decide if you want it that way or not. It was so much deeper than that, but it's so much greater than this, and it's one of my biggest gifts. Life is truly a gift, and within every single thing that exists, whether mundane, whether tragic, whether heinous, whether you know socially acceptable or not, it's beautiful and everything. It's all interconnected. And it doesn't matter what ever happened on this bridge before today, and anything that happened, as a result of that until right now. Nobody is ever alone. And the funniest thing is that I guess I came out backwards. Came out backwards. So I did everything ass first. But I thought, oh, I'm all by myself. I have nobody. I have to do everything by myself. But whole time, nature, the universe, all these interactions randomly seeming like they are not interconnected, that was the beautiful footsteps in the sand. The force of nature that truly was created as just no way to recalibrate any type of man-made dysfunction naturally. Nature does not need our saving. We just need to allow it to recalibrate ourselves to our natural state of being. It's not a stressful state. It's not a hateful state. It's just a pure, deeply rooted love of all creation and the divine will that we all are interconnected beyond any type of race or gender or planetary space, whether you a plant or whether you a chicken or a donkey, a human or an alien. It's all the same. And it's because people don't see life is constantly flowing, going all the time. It's literally the universe that never sleeps. And it's just so much to appreciate and so much to realize that we give away. You might as well, you know, understand the process. Ain't no such thing as fear. What I remember, what it was like to get hit by that car. So I never walked up and down this bridge ever again. But look how beautiful this is. Like, it wasn't a waste of time because I'm able to alchemize all those individual steps that led me to this point right here and shift the energy from deficient to a prolific, energetic gift. Unconditional love is the most powerful frequency, and it's the gift that keeps on giving. When you have a thought wave that goes out, whether it's an individual thought wave or you just thinking generally about the whole universe, you know, uh, it keeps on reverberating over and over and over again, and just magnetizing. And you know, the water looks kind of still right now, but underneath that current, fuck you, XL energy. It's a whole universe that powers itself, and we are our own electromagnetic field. We never have to pay a light bill. We never have to pay taxes. We never have to do any of these things because this whole place is ours and theirs, and it's all about working together, understanding how nature and everything fits together and is impacting each other. And from the very beginning, everything was created in this image to support life that sustains itself, but that also consciously evolves and doesn't leave anybody out. Not a worm, not a elemental, you know, force of nature that is seemingly not alive. Not an idea goes out and it just disappears. All that energy gets stuck places, and this beautiful earth is able to cleanse and clear that energy and use it and repurposefully charge it. But all the things in the world, it comes down to energy and understanding it instead of coming from a place of the unknown or fear of like, oh, you know, this and that was taken away from me. No, you have been practicing this all along. Just change your perception. And believe me, for every one negative thought, it takes 9 positive thoughts to neutralize it. Neutralize the impacts of it. But every time I feel something, every time I get triggered, every time something stirs something up in me where I feel, that's when I know this is powerful. So I'm gonna send out unconditional love and kindness. Whether I touch somebody, whether I smile, whether I sing to the birds, whether I use this water alchemically to um, impregnate the memory seed atom of this newfound wisdom that eradicates everything that ever was before this point, that just reverberates on top of everybody else's that's doing the same type of thing in their own way. The change has already been made. It's just the mind that logically can't make sense of it. But I'm here today to tell you to share this energy infusion of truth at the very root. The universe is abundant. We all are divine in nature. And anybody who is here on earth, they have to make peace with the fact that, yes, you are a spiritual light being and you are a human. And it's okay because it was on purpose. So enjoy both. And instead of hiding one and doing the other and vice versa, incorporate everything into your day. Because people, words say one thing, but the energy, it don't lie. And energy goes before you, before the physical manifestation. So if you don't like what you physically see in front of you, you gotta know that a change in your mind state, and a change in your emotional state or mood about that particular thing can lighten up in just a split second. And in that moment of peace, you could not even be moving. You could be still. And then you'll know everything you need to know to do whatever you want to do. Create whatever you want to create. Purposefully. To know who you are and to know where you came from and to know how amazing and thankful I am to be able to say this and share this and know that, I don't have to worry about how it's taken or what's going to happen. The universe is the one who sends you back, what you put out. So it's not no man-made law or no justice system from Minnesota or any state or whatever the case. It's non-biased. I've been on every rung of Jacob's ladder. So I already know, like, I don't need to be telling anybody what to do, but everybody needs a safe, energetic state to just be present and ask themselves how to naturally recalibrate. And then to be able to relax into that and trust it by repeating it in different scenarios, like, so that they understand, hey, just like my finger got cut and my skin heals itself, so does everything else. We was designed that way. So all this man-made shit, in the end, it means nothing. But at the same time, it's everything, because all you gotta do is just go back to the beginning and realize that, hey, everything was already set. You can live wherever you want to live, make any type of income you want to make. Open your mind. Nobody's disabled. Their ability to disengage with or disable weapons of mass destruction by the energetic transference of these labels and what they were sent here to do and create and to circulate the same history, trauma, generation after generation. It's already liberated. The heavy lifting is already done, so just live in the moment. You ain't gotta be nowhere, you ain't gotta do anything. But I guarantee you one thing. It's something to sit and just wonder. This is all free. This is like way better than the Arboretum. This is way better than any Planet Fitness membership. This is way better than any Uber, Lyft, whatever I have taken to hurry up and get over this bridge. And I wouldn't even have noticed this if I wouldn't have been hit by a car at the end of this bridge. It's always something to smile for. And if anything, I'm telling you, it gets everybody intoxicated. We won't even need no drug dealers no more. Smiles is free. And look at this view. Just like them, just they get fed. They got somewhere to chill out and do their thing. That's exactly how everybody could live. And from that relaxed state, that's how empires get built. It's not a dictatorship. It's every life supports every life in all of its cycles. Death is a food supply for somebody else who's underneath us. And the pollution that is so dangerous, let everybody else tell it. There's life going on above us that needs that carbon. It can circulate and make it into a natural resource and keep circulating again. So like all that other stuff is so just don't worry about it. Just decide to live. See how that feels. See what it means to you. And then 5 minutes later, do it again. And say, hey, is it a different way, a different route, a different situation, a different sound, a different creation? As much as this don't seem to be doing anything for anybody, the energetic grid that holds all this shit together, the most powerful thing ever, and everything centered in this energetic uh, sphere is all plugged in by unconditional love in our heart center. It's light, it's not heavy. Yes, you can get angry and shout and do that type of stuff, and it moves things about, but you can be still in your knowing and create a place of safety and peace and just allow things to come into creation. And then, you know what? Your peaceful nature and loving thoughts get recirculated. Nothing is divided, everything's